Hey y'all, it's Jen. Welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be doing lots of homemaking, lots of cleaning, organizing, cooking. I have 2 recipes in here to share with y'all and a little bit of decorating. So I hope you guys stay tuned and I hope y'all enjoy this video. So today I'm starting off in the laundry room. I had lots and lots of towels and clothes to wash. My oldest daughter just returned from a youth beach trip, so lots of towels, lots of sheets, lots of stuff like that to catch up on. So I picked up some Tidepods the other day, yesterday. I know I'm probably the last person on earth to use Tidepods, but I've just always used, liquid detergent. But the other day I had a sample in here and I had ran out of my regular Gain. So I used one and y'all, that laundry just smelled so good, so fresh. It just felt so clean. I'm like, why have I not been using these Tide Pods? So anyway, I went to the store yesterday and I looked at the price, and I mean, they are like $2 or $3 more expensive. So I just kind of got a small pack. I'm going to use it for a couple weeks, however long it lasts, and see what I think, see if it's worth it. But I know some of y'all are watching this like, Jen, really, Tide Pods, that's your new thing you found? I know it's not new, but I don't know, call me old school. I've just used the liquid. So anyway, I'm giving these a try. That's what I'm using today. And y'all, I don't even know how to put it in the washing machine. You just throw it in there. But I didn't know that because I never really used them. So y'all let me know what y'all use. Do you use the pods? Do you use liquid? Do you use washing powders? That's what I used to use. So y'all let me know. Now let's get into some decorating, and a big thank you to Mixtiles for sponsoring this portion of today's video. I am so excited. I just got my Mixtiles order and we're gonna unbox these together. Oh my goodness, y'all. So you open the box. It looks like a pizza box. That's how it opens. They look so pretty. These are gonna look so good somewhere with our paint color and everything. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And I decided to go with the black and white this time. We have done Mixtiles before and I did a colored version with just the white frame, but they have all kinds of options you can pick from. But I decided to go with the black frames this time and do all black and white pictures. Look at that. Is that not so pretty? I'm just gonna show y'all the whole thing like this. Of course, I'll show y'all when we get them hung. Look, that one was a couple years ago. I took some of them individually. I love that. And then this one down here is another one of my favorite pictures. Individual one of Hayden right there. We took one with all the 4 generations of the women in our family with my grandbob. I love that. And then these down here are some more I took of them last year. But are they not so pretty? I'm so excited. So let's go see where we can hang these. I don't know about y'all, but in the mornings when I'm sitting there sipping my coffee, I get tons of ideas. And so Mixtiles makes it so easy to make those ideas come to life. All you have to do is go to the Mixtiles mobile website and you just pick what pictures you want to have printed right on your phone, and then you just select what frame style you want, and it is seriously that easy. You just type in your address and they are sent right to your door. The best part about using Mixtiles is they come with that special adhesive strip on the back, and so all you have to do is peel that off and stick those right to your wall. They stick to pretty much any surface wall without any sort of nails or anything like that. Also, knowing me, I love to change things up, move things around, and as you can see, I'm just eyeballing where to put these to get them straight. So the good thing is you just peel them right off the wall and move them around as you need to, and they don't leave any damage to your wall. I love how these Mixtiles turned out and how they look in our staircase. I think they look super high quality and super high end, but y'all, these Mixtiles are only $11 a tile. You seriously cannot beat that. You can barely print a picture and buy a nice frame for that much. So also, I even have a code for y'all. If you click the link in my description and use the code CookClean25, you'll get 25% off when buying above $50, and that is valid for 30 days. Only had to move them around a little bit to kind of place them where I wanted. I just eyeballed it, and I have to say I'm pretty impressed with myself getting them pretty even. But they look so good. So I thought I would make some sweet tea, and I thought I would show y'all in this video how I make my sweet tea. I know some of y'all may already know, and y'all have told me all the time that y'all love my sweet tea recipe and all that good stuff. But I have had some questions like you can't find that video anymore or that recipe on my channel, and that's because I made a video about 4 years ago, and I just kept getting like nasty, weird comments on this video. So I've taken it down, or I've just made it private a couple different times. And anyway, it's not private anymore. I made it. It's so awkward though, because it was one of my first videos. So like the music's loud, and anyway, it's just an awkward video. But I'll link it below if y'all want to go see that old awkward video. But I also thought we would just make some sweet tea together, and that way I can reference this video instead of that really old cringy one. Oh, and also a few years ago, we did a sweet tea taste test video. We had Luzianne, we had Lipton, Tetley, and then the Great Value brand sweet tea. Actually, me and Mandy from Mandy the Making, we both did it. We did a collab on that. And we all blind taste tested all the 4 different teas, and we let our families taste it and everything like that. And our family picked Luzianne. So I have been making Luzianne pretty much ever since that video, and it really is our favorite. So anyway, let's get some sweet tea started. What's summer without sweet tea? Although Darren and I aren't really drinking it, it's more for the kids. They like it, so anyway, let's just make some sweet tea. All right, so I just use a little saucepan like this, just something small to medium. You don't really need anything too big. And I'm just gonna basically pretty much fill this with water. Make it about 3/4 of a way full. This part really doesn't matter. You don't need an exact measurement, but I will put the recipe down below. All right, we're just gonna get the stove on. And I'm gonna put that on medium because I want to bring this up to a boil. And like I said, we are using the Luzianne tea, and I use 4 tea bags per gallon. And while I'm bringing my water to a boil, I go ahead and add in my tea bags. But since I'm using a gas stove, I just pull off the little, what do you call them? Little labels. That way they don't fall below and catch on fire. Don't ask me how I know that. I just pull them right off and just let them fall right in. And like I said, I'm just gonna keep an eye on it until the water comes up to a simmer. All right, so it's been a few minutes. You can see I am boiling. So now I'm just gonna turn the heat off, and I just like to move it to another burner, no reason. But I'm gonna let that sit about 30 minutes. I usually let mine sit anywhere and steep between 30 minutes to an hour. Don't really want to go any more than that. The longer it sits, the stronger that tea flavor is going to be. So about 30 minutes is usually what I shoot for. All right, so my tea has been steeping about 30 minutes. So now I just have my little gallon jar over here. I just put this in the fridge down kind of low where the kids can reach it. That way they don't have to worry about, you know, trying to pour a big jug. Anyway, we're just going to get this tea poured in here. And I'm gonna pour everything, of course, except the tea bags. And as I do this, I kind of like to just push a spoon up against them and kind of wring all that flavor out of there. So obviously we gotta have some sugar. Now in my original video, I said to make Southern sweet tea, if you have never had it and you come down here to the South and you order sweet tea at a restaurant, you're gonna get some really, really sweet tea. And for that, you need about 2 cups of sugar per gallon of tea. But for our house, I just do about a cup, maybe a cup and a third, not quite. But the longer it sits here, the sweeter it's gonna be and the more strong your tea flavor is gonna be. So you really don't need a whole lot of sugar, but 2 cups of sugar, that's a traditional sweet tea. We just don't need that around here. So I added about 1 cup and 1/3. And then the trick is, and I know if you've never heard this, some of y'all gonna be like, what in the world? Baking soda. I've worked in restaurants, and the secret to that crisp sweet tea where it just feels kind of light and airy and not, this is like a bad way to describe it, but instead of that thick filling on your tongue, it feels crisp and light. I don't know if y'all can imagine what I'm trying to explain, but this is the secret. This is how you get that. This is the secret to really good, fresh tasting sweet tea. And you only need 1/4 of a teaspoon. I'm just gonna eyeball it, dump it in, and now we're gonna stir everything together. We got the sweet tea. It's still nice and warm with that sugar in there. And you want to stir this first so that sugar dissolves easier. You can put your water in first and fill this up, but your sugar is just not going to dissolve as well. So I just like to do it like this. Stir that a minute or so until all that sugar is dissolved in there. And I feel like doing it this way too, the flavor kind of comes out quicker when you're stirring everything while it's warm, because we're going to fill it up the rest of the way with cold water here in a minute. And some people will just fill it up and then stir in the sugar. And I feel like that way takes a little bit longer for the flavor to come out. So especially if you're gonna serve it right away or drink it right away, mix it while the tea is warm. All right, that's probably good. So like I said, we're gonna fill this up with water and it'll be done. So there you go. There's how I make traditional, my southern sweet tea. Y'all try it. Now I just wanted to clean out and organize my kids' little snack area over here. We've just taken a couple of these cabinets and made that into kind of like our little snack pantry for them. So usually they are pretty good about keeping it organized. They actually enjoy kind of stocking it and organizing it themselves, but today I really wanted to take everything out of here. There were some things I just needed to clean out, and then of course we had like crumbs and things that get down in there, so I went ahead and vacuumed all that out and just organized it back. And for summer, I really try to not buy quite as many individually packaged things because they are more expensive. And since the kids are at home more, I like to just buy the bigger bags of chips and they can just, you know, get some out. But of course, they still do different things, different sports, and they go places, and we still need snacks, so there is still some of that. But usually I do have more individual things in here that I like to organize, because during school it just makes the mornings that much easier when I can just grab and go, they can just grab and go and pack themselves, you know, their own lunches and snacks and things like that. But anyway, it just feels so good to have them a designated space and have it all neat and organized. Another new to me thing that I'm trying in this video is Dr. Bronner's Pure Castile soap. I think I saw this on TikTok, and there are so many uses for this. You can actually even use it to wash your body. It is just natural and it's that gentle. But I'm trying to show y'all the 10 different ways on the back. You can maybe take a screenshot and see that. But anyway, the way I saw to use it was mopping hardwood floors. And I believe in the TikTok they said that it just makes your hardwood floors so shiny and so clean. So I wanted to give it a try, and I just ordered the lavender scent because I really love lavender, and that's what it is. It just smells like pure lavender essential oil. And then I was showing y'all right there, it just says all in one because I was amazed at all the stuff it said it could clean. But anyway, I'm just getting my mop bucket ready with that Dr. Bronner's and some really hot water, and just going to town on my hardwood floors. Now we're just moving into our little breakfast area here in the kitchen, and I don't think I've showed y'all this. Y'all have such a hard time remembering what I've showed y'all and what I tell y'all. But anyway, we actually moved this dining room table in here instead of that old one that we just took to Goodwill, and it fits the space so much better. It really like evens out the space since it's round and there's so much squareness going on in this area. And then I moved that little table back there to kind of balance out where our chandelier was in the center of that space, and I love it. I think it's gonna look so pretty when we get all of our cabinets painted white. We're gonna put those cabinet doors back there on those shelves. We took them off. I was thinking I wanted like floating shelves back there, so that was my way of kind of testing that out. But I think I like it better with the glass cabinet doors, and those are not decorated because I've told y'all before, I know y'all are looking back there thinking, Jen, what in the world? Is that how you decorated those? No, I've been pulling stuff from there because I'm just waiting to paint those cabinets. So anyway, now I'm just cleaning this little bar area where the kids sit. This tends to get kind of dirty with spills and just dust that collects on these little ledges here. So I'm gonna get that clean and then just finish mopping this area. So for dinner tonight, and this is also going to be our meal prep the next couple days, I thought we would marinate. Which one do I say? Marinate. I think you say you marinate. This is the marinade. You marinate something. Okay, anyway, we're gonna marinate some chicken. And we always use Allegro. We're big fans of Allegro. We've told y'all this a million times. It's nothing new. But I don't think we've tried the honey garlic, have we? He went there. I don't think we've tried the honey garlic in the Allegro. So I just have a big old pack of chicken tenderloins. And like I said, this will be for dinner tonight, as well as meal prep the next few days. We're gonna smoke that up on the pit boss. I'm gonna make some roasted asparagus and green beans for tonight. So let's get that working. All right, I decided just to use a bowl. Sometimes I use, you know, a gallon-sized bag to marinate. Why can't I say that? Y'all, I promise I'm not stupid. Usually I don't get confused on words, but for some reason I'm stuck on this word. All right, anyway, sometimes we use a bag. Just gonna use a bowl. It's not gonna marinate too long. You only need about 30 minutes or so with this because it is strong, but it's so good. And if you've never heard me talk about it, we love it on chicken. The original or the hickory smoke is especially good on steak and pork chop. This is not sponsored. I love Allegro. It's so good. Let me smell it. Oh yeah, that smells really good. Oh man, I think that's gonna be delicious. All right, I'm just gonna get this down in there, down in that marinade. And we're gonna smoke us up some chicken. When I'm eating healthy, y'all, well, anytime for that matter, but especially if I'm eating healthy and only eating a few things, you gotta have some good chicken. No bland or dry chicken. All right, I'm gonna pop this in the fridge and we'll take it out to the smoker. All right, so our vegetable, I'm roasting up some asparagus. I think I'm gonna do both of those. Hang on. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do 2 little bundles. So let's get this all washed up. All right, there's one, and the way I do this is so easy. Of course, we're gonna chop the ends, place it on the pan. And these are so good, y'all. We don't even heat ours up, Darren and I. For lunches, we eat our chicken cold, which I love. And who knew asparagus cold is actually delicious? You really can't even taste it. I know that's like an oxymoron, but I mean, I like asparagus, but especially I would think if you're someone who maybe, I don't know, wants to get more veggies in and really don't enjoy the taste, try it cold because it really don't taste, it tastes like whatever you season it with, basically. All right, I'm gonna pat them dry just a little bit. They don't have to be all the way dry, but we're gonna roast them so we don't want too much water on the pan. And then all we're gonna do is drizzle with a little avocado oil. And then I'm gonna use some Kinders. It's the blend. It's just salt, pepper, and garlic, kind of like a house style seasoning. Obviously you can use it on lots of different stuff. Put some of that on there. Alright, and then I just kind of like to toss it around with that avocado oil and seasoning all over them. And I already have my oven preheating to 425, and literally these are going to go in there for maybe 10 or 15 minutes. They'll be done, good to go, and delicious. Simple and easy. So I ended up pulling out that asparagus. I tossed it around and stuck it back in there, maybe another 10 or 15 minutes. And it's just so simple, but it turns out perfect every time. And then that chicken marinade, y'all, it was so good. We loved it. My kids loved it. Hayden, my youngest one, she ate 2 chicken strips, and this girl does not eat meat a whole bunch. So anyway, definitely give that a try. Also, don't forget to go check out Mixtiles. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all again real soon in my next one. Bye, y'all.